I needed to make a dress for the online course to show how you can take your ideas further. The dress needed to incorporate pockets, piping, collars, embroidery and buttons. I decided to use a pattern I'd made a top in and to extend it into a dress. So I cut it out in this beautiful stretch denim from Higgs & Higgs, which is really soft to wear. I then had to use a sleeve pattern from a previous dress that I'd made, and then decided to create some pockets as well. So I pattern cut a quick patch pocket for each side of the dress. My next job was to pin the shoulders together and the centre back seam before cutting out both pockets in denim. And the next job was to draft my collar. Collars are really easy to draft. You can have lots of fun with the proportions. So once I drafted the collar, I then cut it out before cutting it out in the denim, along with fusing the top layer of the collar and the facing pieces. The next fun task was to draw the embroidery onto the collar pieces. So using some dissolvable fabric that was stuck on and my design drawn on, I started creating the pattern and bit by bit hand sewing the design on. Now I really wish that it was as fast as this video because it's something that takes time and a bit of love to do, but it was really satisfying to create the collar pieces. For the embroidery, I did some simple back stitch before using satin stitch for the actual flower itself. Then I did some lovely French knots in the centre, which I really love doing French knots. And then I added a little bit pop of orange in amongst the flower before putting some pink sections either side of the leaves. The next job was to put that into the water with a little mini helping hand to dissolve away that fabric and to reveal your finished embroidery section. The next job was to create the piping. I didn't actually have piping, so I actually used some rat's tails inside my piece of baby cord, also from Higgs & Higgs. That finished off both pockets. Then the tricky bit of putting it on the collar, but using my fabulous Dressmaking machine, it made the job really nice and easy and they turned out beautifully. The next job was to attach the collar onto the neckline along with the facings. Then covered buttons using the same baby cord, and the result was really gorgeous. Then the rest of the dress was completed with the side seams and hemming, and the result really is fabulous, and I think it is now one of my favourite dresses. So then it was put on the mannequin to be photographed and filmed, all ready for the online course.